And he's like, oh, it hurts. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, he's cursed, man. I tried throwing away twice. I ended up in the passenger seat of my car. I said, your friend is fucking stupid.
Yeah, what is it? Checking?
Oh, yeah, exactly. So he's like, I said, now I'll take that motherfucker home. He's like, you want it? I said, fuck yeah, I'll take it, dude. Another weird thing to throw on my fucking shit. Oh, shit. Where do we put the camera at here? Just,
Yeah,
we're going to put it over there and then the other one?
yeah. We're going to get it over there.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, we're going to have to do it.
this way we build something.
Yeah.
We need that out there.
So, that's... I've never heard this right. Well, no. You've been up for 48 hours. Like, my version is very real. Neil Young's version. Yeah. You're not satisfied. Okay, I gotta get going and get all this stuff rolling. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we'll do. Okay.
Let's get this one done real quick.
What's that?
So let's get this one. We want to put it on. Get it on. I'm thinking after them that 18.
Could have been.
That's what I'm thinking. Because everybody else, or at least could be a company.
How do you find out who's scared?
They normally tell you. It should give you another page.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Take that shelf and put it back.
Oh, that's lift it up. Oh, yeah.
A little higher.
Oh, sure.
That's it. I mean, I want to train them in. That's good.
Yeah.
I want to make sure you're off. You don't want to be off.
Oh, yeah.
That's what
Yeah, we're
I'm
good.
worried about.
Yeah, we're good. We just have this right about there. We'll get everybody with a sound. I'll Shane come over this way some.
Get the baby get all. I'm sure it's
Yeah, baby's just in there.
Okay.
There we go. I got him in there now. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Oh, yeah. I just got this.
I'm doing something over there. I don't know what yet.
Oh, yeah. We'll just do this over here like this. That way I can get to the interview. What's up, Smurf? What's going on, baby doll? Yeah, let's get you this way. And then Chris will be right back. Yeah, it looks bigger. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he said. It looks a lot bigger than I said. Good. That's one thing that worked out.
Good. How's the sound, Smurf? Smurf says hi, Shane.
Tell her to check my sound when she gets a chance.
Yeah. Oh, check Chris's sound too when you get a chance to.
Okay, you'll be back up. We're home. Yep, it's time for my fucking camera setup. So hold on, and if you're epileptic, do not fucking watch.
I just got a new manager too.
Really?
Yeah, my other manager, she retired. She was like 74.
Really?
I had her for 25 years.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it.
What?
Yes,
Look,
she was over there.
can you see good?
This way too.
If you're epileptic but still watching, damn it, why'd you warn me, girl? I would have fucking, well, no, I couldn't have stopped fucking being an idiot cameraman. Sorry. How'd you get by watching my shit? I'm glad I didn't hurt you. I really love you, sweetheart. Okay. What up, doing, Holmes? Long time no see you and your girl. Think that's a good set. Oh, you're on the meds. Oh, okay, so I won't fuck you up like that. What up, Kimberly? What up, Sam? Okay, I think that's well, I know I'm getting them fucking way home.
I sent you some change music, right?
I think you might have, I'm not lying on.
No.
I haven't even, because I've been doing the posters and working on all this stuff.
Oh, this was a while ago.
Oh, okay. Which, my new one or the old one?
Your old.
Oh, okay. That's what. No, not an incognito.
Yeah, but
He's chiming in.
There we go. Oh, that's what we need. Shit.
On you?
Well, yeah, what you guys playing right now? Or I'm playing right now.
Okay. Folders. This is my regular inbox. This is go. Premiere music. It's out.
Chris Cornell's anniversary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, here it is. What do you need me to send it to you real quick?
Yeah. Please be real quick.
No, wait, that's from Juliana. Never mind. No, I don't have it.
You know?
No. I got Outfit, LA Story, Leona.
Got a lot of people chiming in.
You know what?
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about this computer here.
No fucking drive.
There's no CD drive. So I can't upload
What?
a CD. Yeah.
It won't
I've
be
never
there.
heard where there's no CD drive.
I've never heard of that.
Oh, yeah, me neither.
I just turned my volume up, my phone be going up every 2 minutes.
Hey, what up, April? How you doing, sweetheart?
Okay.
Rocky Road. Rocky Road. Rocky Road. I have it on here. Shit.
Hold on, people. I'm checking. Man, I can't find it, bro.
Sorry. We can make it.
Man, we live like right now with that camera.
Yeah, that one and this one.
Woo! What up, asshole? Okay, there we go. Now I'm on Facebook so I can talk shit to you assholes. Let's see. What up, Danny? What up, Danny? What up, Kimberly? Man, I miss you,
Billy's on
motherfucker.
there?
I miss you people bad. Got the Bluetooth hooked up this time, Jenny. God damn it. We ain't got no call-in interviews, but you can hear the music better. So all these bears are gonna kick ass, which they always do anyway.
ass fucking song.
That's a good ass tune, man. This is for the end of the show.
Should be just mellow everything out. Little John Mayer blues shit.
Is that who the fuck this is?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. All right, here we go. We're gonna go live right now.
What did I do? So I'll go over assholes.
That was another 3 minutes. I don't want to wait that long. Okay, pause that. Ready? All right, everybody, what's going on? This is Cap Steve-O here, live in the cave with Caveman. It's Chris Satterfield.
What up, assholes?
And we got the one and only Shane Knight. Let's see what I can do this. Let me do this. Go ahead and leave that volume alone. I'll just turn it down there. Okay. So what's going on, man?
Rocking and rolling. Supposed to do a music video a couple months ago, but everything got shut down. So other than that, just been talking to some friends of mine about playing on my new album.
Nice.
It's called Season in Hell.
Cool.
Is that about what we're going through right now? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of bands out there that are doing a lot of this COVID music stuff, but it's actually not really about it, but it's like talking shit about it.
Good. That's what I want to hear.
Oh yeah, and it's just like Tommy was telling me because they were doing he played a song for me, no words or anything. He's just playing music,
Right.
But it's in the key of C.
Oh shit. Fuck you guys, man.
It actually sounded pretty good.
I know one thing though, man. All the good musicians we know, you sons of bitches better have some badass shit when this nightmare is over.
Oh, no doubt.
Please.
No, I was telling you, and I was telling Denny this morning. That we should have a lot of music coming out. I mean, you guys had nothing but time.
Yeah. Don't forget the movie and the TV series.
The movie that you. Right, yeah.
I think they're filming that on us now, man. We just don't see the fucking camera.
I thought they already did it. That was The Stand, wasn't it?
What, The Stand?
Yeah, about this whole thing.
Yeah. And every other goddamn stupid movie they ever made about
every virus
germ or cold. Fuckers.
Really. So Cave, I haven't talked to you all day today, man.
Yeah, yesterday I just found out. I don't think we talked once yesterday, did we? I was looking at my phone.
Well, we talked yesterday for a little bit, for a minute, but we didn't talk at all today.
No, I've been working on the fucking and I've been on it, bro. Trying to set up the premieres, do the posters, all that bullshit.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't bug you during the day, man.
And I sleep normally, but when I sleep.
But I brought you your sparks.
Thank you. I didn't. Thank you.
So you didn't have to call me.
Well, no, I was actually calling to just tell you I was jumping in the shower.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had some shitty natural light, but I would much rather this. Thank you. I love you, man.
Okay.
I love you, dude.
I love you too, man. Yeah, but if you missed this morning's show, we had a pretty good. It was pretty good. We had actually we had a write-in for the first time.
A write-in? What the hell?
Write-in.
What the hell does that mean? You did a typing interview?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, see, I'm not as stupid as you motherfuckers.
Yes, with her name's Betty Page. That's her. What do you call it? Writers use a different name.
Moon rocks.
No, that's not what it's called.
No. Excuse me, sorry. Damn. I almost had that Aussie one down.
He had to fly to the moon.
Like a ghostwriter or something?
Yeah, kind of like a ghostwriter. Yeah. So she had that. She put in a bunch of gave me a couple of her poems and stuff. So that was I didn't read them. She recorded them. So it was actually pretty cool. She's got a nice voice and really good.
Is that the girl you were just talking to?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, like, man, all you girls always trying to get on Steve, man. And honestly, you should, because he's a nice guy. Six said I can go over 2 weeks from now when he's feeding his second.
Yes. My chair.
And you lean back a little bit too far.
Melvin Washington, what the hell are you doing, bro? I ain't seen your big 22-foot ass in like a year and a half. How you been, brother?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sounds like, how is everybody doing? We got some people on Facebook Live, got some people on YouTube Live. Appreciate you guys going on both of them and listening to C4OC Radio.
Hell to the yeah, you better remember that one.
And and actually, this is Revolution Radio 2 Mondays. Started off at 6 o'clock in the freaking morning.
I'm so glad you do the morning show now, motherfucker. You always went to bed at a better time than I did anyway. That's still too
Oh, I always go to bed early, man. I try to go to bed early. Sometimes I go to bed at 2 on Sunday night, and I'm going, fuck, I gotta get up in 4 hours. Ugh, pain in the ass. But with that being said, since Greg's watching, we're gonna
about 10 minutes before we do that, right?
I'm gonna play some old school. Some old school Greg for you.
What you got? I didn't even know you had any.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
I got one song that he did with Ozfox, and with let's see, who else was on that? I'm trying to remember. I think Brandon was on it. I think.
Really?
I believe.
Wow.
I believe. Well, anyway, it's called The Lie, so check it out. Here we go.
Hey, Greg, rock on, brother.
Is that thing on over there?
Oh, okay. There we go. Much better for the sound effect people, so you can hear that shit on Facebook Live better.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that double bass.
Oh, I do too. When it comes to double kicks, I mean, I can never do it. But even if it's just the one pedal that you're, one.
It's pretty, dude.
Oh yeah.
Good. Oh. Dumbest bowl in history, man.
Who's singing on this, Greg?
No, I think it's Brandon Shane.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
What up, Shane? How's New Zealand doing? Is it still on the fucking map, bro? That's all I want to know. I know Shane's good, so I know Sammy's good, because that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Angel Dust, Media. That's Shane Willie from New Zealand, motherfucker.
Very cool guy.
Hell of a badass fucking guy. Hey, bro, I miss you. Screw
Dude,
Greg, I miss you,
I
lady.
miss everybody, man. I miss April, miss Greg,
I miss the motherfuckers I don't like.
Right?
Man, this is kind of more different than I've ever heard Brandon before. Brendan, not Brandon. Brendan. That's
Brandon.
That's what's throwing me off. Brendan Shane.
Brandon Shane.
Yeah, I would do that because of Brandon Yampari and Brandon.
I made too many Brandon. Brendan.
I made Chris, if you know what's the case. None that matter, motherfucker.
But none that are male.
He called me a bitch. That's fucked up.
None that are male besides you.
Sure. I'll go with that. You know everybody else ain't gonna believe it, but whatever, I'll go with that.
Right?
And Corey Betsy. Oh shit. Okay, let me get these fucking sorry. I'm missing comments here, people. Yeah, let's see what is that here. Man, I hate
You got there.
Let's see. David Lee Williams was the vocal.
Yeah, I love David Williams' voice.
Danny McKean said, "What's up, Shane?"
Hey, how you doing?
That was 2015. He does have another original. I gotta get caught, man. You still got that shit? Send him in my email, bro. I've been wanting to play his original shit.
Everything I give it is since you.
No, I had the one with Brendan at one point. I gotta go through this whole fucking thing.
Oh, I gotta go. I got another. I knocked them all down at one point, and then now they're back up to 1,600.
What up, Michael? Hold on, I'm trying to get this. Can't hear the music. You can't hear it right now?
I want to talk about your CD.
It'll be playing through C4OC radio app right now, YouTube, and well, obviously that.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, don't be calling Joel a fucking gentleman, man. He's a good singer, but he's an asshole. No, actually, he's one of the first motherfuckers I was hanging with.
Yeah.
Brendan Shane was the first singer I met. With Brendan Scott and Driven. And we all know how that went. Damn, that was sexy. Excuse me.
No.
I think I lost the rest of my soul, people.
Baker's dozen.
Oh, I like to get Tommy.
It's not integrated audio on the station. That's confused here.
Oh, yeah, it is. Right here.
Baker's dozen, yeah.
Yes, he is. I love Joel, even if he is an asshole.
Oh, you know why it looks like that? This is the background light.
No, it's clear now.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is. Weird, man. You have the song on any of your two? Oh, was it Jay? Who the hell? I thought somebody. You did another song a couple of years ago. I thought I heard.
Yeah, that's constant.
Oh, Constant.
Yeah. There's down the well.
Brendan Shane was not sung on none of his songs.
Right? Oh, yeah. That's all I'm
Yeah. No, I was thinking that too.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was him or not. I forgot actually he was singing on that.
Was that correct? It's not integrated audio or what? Is that through the station? That should be going directly through the station. I mean, that would be the only thing we need integrated, right? Yeah. He said it's not. The sound's coming where.
On YouTube or on your thing? On yours?
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm assuming it's on the station. It's not integrated audio. I don't even know if they know that.
Who's saying that?
But, Greg, so I want that answer.
Oh, well, yeah, his on that. He's probably talking about his recording he sent.
What up, Sherry? How you doing?
Because everywhere else it sounds good.
Couple of years
Rob.
ago. What's up?
And Rob.
Oh, I turned that on for like 5-10 minutes. I forgot to open it back up.
Well, no.
What is about blue?
Yeah.
Just do it. That was with David. Joel, yeah, Joel's the singer on the new one, yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I was confused about the old stuff. I'll move this as forward.
So you're doing a ponytail?
What? No, I ain't got nothing in hair on. You know, wig. Most of them people with a man going, hey, you trying to
Oh, yeah, fuck
you
that.
trying to catch, hey, I'll rock the shit out of that when I'm breaking concrete to 110 and everybody can suck my ass. Call me.
You wear a man bun?
No, I ain't putting it up. I just put it in a fucking little pot.
Oh, yeah.
Just hot it up.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, it is. Yeah, when I'm working, usually put it that way too.
And I really like this song.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It reminds me of the riff reminds me of a certain band. I'm not gonna say who. Tommy's got to do it with.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody, go. Turn that one down. You turn that one down and turn this one down and turn this one down. All right, here we go. So, anyway, what's going on, everybody? We're here with Shane Knight. I almost said Shane Willard.
No, we're here with Shane too. He's just in New Zealand.
It was Shane and Shane. So, how's that? So yeah, I want to talk a little bit about your album real quick, and then we'll premiere. We'll play one of your songs, and we'll premiere.
Greg G. Silver's new solo project called Burn the Sun. The song is called Before My Time.
Yeah, we'll play that here in a few minutes. But first, let's talk with Shane about If You See K.
What?
That song.
Like
It's a song.
Yeah, that song came about an ex-girlfriend that, you know, she was doing a lot of drugs and running from drug dealers and stuff. So that's how that song came about.
Okay, and
the best ones are always from women.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Or drug problems.
Yeah.
Those end up, as long as the dude stays alive. I mean, yeah, sure.
Oh yeah. So that was about an ex-girlfriend, and so
Oh yeah.
but
I really mean when I take
you
it.
kind of you get along with your exes, right? Some of them.
Yeah, I talked to my first wife almost every day.
Mhm.
My second wife, now I don't talk to her.
That's the one in New York.
Yeah, it's the one in New York. She can stay in New York.
Oh, that's the one that
I
got
don't
the house.
I don't
Yeah.
talk to
Okay.
any one of my exes. Well, I talked to a couple of my ex-girlfriends, but that's it. I wasn't married to them. So
I still talk to one of my ex-girlfriends back from the 90s. So.
I talked to my ex-wife that ain't my ex-wife
oh,
30 years later. Bitch.
yeah. But you talk to your wife once in a while.
F you. F that. I'm so mad.
But yeah, how my album came about is I was working with Paul Sabu, the producer,
Mhm.
and I started working with Mark Franco from Joint Forces and Jimmy Bell and stuff like that. And so I played bass on Mark's record, which he's a great bass player, you know, and he wanted me to. So I said okay. So we did it, and the album came out. It came out really good, and they said, well, why don't you just make your own album? I'm like, ding, okay. So I did.
All right. So this is your.
I made an EP, and then I made the full album.
Oh yeah. So your album, Bad as They Come. Check it out.
Bad as They Come.
You can check that out right there.
I'll show them other people over there.
And Chris will show Facebook
Actually, I'm
Live
gonna
over
take the
there.
plastic off because otherwise it's too goddamn shiny.
Yeah.
And now here comes the hard part, taking the fucking plastic off.
Oh, you got to get it by the end of the CD.
And it never fails. Whenever I just cut my nails, that's every time it happens. There it is.
Well, at least the record company didn't put the sticker thing on it.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh, those
okay.
There's a lot.
Oh yeah.
You got your
Yeah,
shit
that
like that.
always
It's pretty awesome.
take it apart, fold it over, rip
I
it off
mean,
that way.
you can download the album anywhere on the net. You can actually buy the CD if you go to your record store. And, you know,
That'd be better.
if
You
you want
were
it.
telling me Target has it, right?
Yeah, Target just started carrying it.
That's awesome.
Sorry, people. Hold on. Okay, quick.
Okay, quick.
That's Smurf. That's all Smurf. She's gonna copyright that. Whoops. I might want to take my finger off the goddamn title of it.
Yeah,
There
it's
you
called As Bad as They Come. And actually we have
It's
Damn, who's the girl on the cover?
a couple more.
that's the ex-wife I just got a divorce from.
Oh no.
That's the one in New York?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Shit,
wow.
Dang.
Oh yeah, I got it like that.
I bet you do. Yeah, but anyway, we got a giveaway here. So if anybody wants one, after the interview, we'll say, I don't know.
We'll figure out something. We're gonna
We'll
figure
figure-
out something good. We
Yeah,
got a
we'll
bunch
figure-
of
we'll
shit to
figure
give
something
away.
out. Oh, yeah, we do. We got
I
a
got
ton
a
of
big
stuff.
bag of stickers and pics and all kind of shit from everything from NAMM to every other convention to different bands to we got the over there people. We have the what? I'll zoom in on it for you assholes.
Yeah.
Over here we had the Claustrophobia 20-year DVD that Bill Johnson and Raphael Yamada
Oh,
just
yeah,
brought over. Actually, Bill is the manager and Raphael is the badass bassist of that group. They brought that and a T-shirt over here. Man, you motherfuckers need to start working. I'm trying to give this stuff away though. That's the
Oh,
thing.
yeah, definitely. So those of you that are, they've been following us for a while. Chris is always on his Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. Well, all of your shows and my shows, or our shows and your shows, are on your Facebook
My
Live.
new show is coming, people. It's gonna
And,
fuck everybody up. You think I
Oh,
make
yeah.
them mad now? Wait till you see the new one.
I
And
bet.
I'm talking to Anthony Drummer actually.
Yeah.
He don't like the camera. I'm like, dude, you got all that fucking pretty hair. What's wrong with you, man? But actually, Lori, I might have Lori Higginbotham from Draco Paranormal. She might be part of it. I'm reaching out to a lot of different people from different everything.
Yeah, you and Eric and you and
Yep.
you-
Eric Hatchett from
you
LA
have
Stories
your
going
own
to be
freaking
involved
channel
with this.
here in a minute.
Man, I'm down. I'm ready.
Jeez. I'll just be in the background.
Oh, shut up, man. You ain't never in the background. I might be louder than you, but
I'll just produce all the
you're
shows.
prettier and nicer than me. People remember that more.
Yeah, Danny. Well, man, dude, this morning Danny kind of.
He said he called in. I just
Yeah,
seen it.
Danny called in, and that was actually pretty cool. Gave you a lot of props. Gave us a lot of props, and it was really cool. One of these days we'll have to get together and do a show with him and Mike. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh, I'm
All
down.
four of us, that'd be great. So let's see. So you've been in this business a long time, long time.
Yeah, I started playing bass when I was 5 years old.
Damn.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when I was 5 years old, all I cared about was rolling around in mud and banging on pots and pans.
We were in the car one day and the Beatles came on, and I asked my mom, I said, "What's the boom boom sound?" She goes, "That's a bass." I said, "I want one."
Really?
So for Christmas, I got a white Ibanez 4-string bass.
Wow.
And
Was it that big?
Yeah. It was full size. You know, I'm a little kid trying to pluck away on this thing.
Oh wow.
But I lost that bass. It was in a recording studio, and they had a fire, so I lost that bass and a couple other ones.
Oh wow.
That's funny how a lot of basses or guitars will get a collection going of certain things they like or scene they like, but it always seems like they go back to that one, no matter what.
Yeah, actually, my ex-roadie, Chris, in California,
I don't even remember that.
I just sent him a money order because I've got a 1987 U.S. Guild Pilot bass 4-string that is coming this week.
Oh, nice.
I've had it since 1987.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't seen it in 9 years. It's been in its closet.
Oh, wow.
So I want it back, and then I just bought a brand new Ibanez 4-string bass.
Oh, nice.
To practice with at home, you know, with my big cabinet that drives the neighbors crazy. But
So how many tracks you got from the new album?
10.
Damn. See, that's what
That's
I'm
right. That's right.
well,
10.
so I should have counted that, but
Yeah.
I'm glad. You know how long I've been bitching about that since we started together.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean, I love a good single or
EPs,
but
EPs
for
are
new
great.
bands and stuff.
Yeah, but full albums are actually really, really good. I mean,
I put out an EP, and my producer Paul said that's great, but he goes, if you want it to go anywhere, you need to make a full album. So I did.
So you did all this yourself, right?
Yeah, I played all the bass, sang on it. Ken Wright played drums. Paul Sabu played guitar and background vocals on it.
Wow.
I mean, Paul, he's like the master producer. I mean, the guy has worked with everybody. I mean, from David Bowie to Alice Cooper to me to Joint Forces, Jimmy Bell, Shania Twain. I mean, David Bowie.
Nice, Twain. That one went left.
Yeah, well.
Out of the names
He does country and stuff. He doesn't like to. He likes to do, you know, more like the hard rock metal.
Yeah. So what do you? I mean, you're an older guy like me, so you know.
He's 22 also. All right, nice.
Yeah, pretty
Cool,
much.
man.
So you got yeah. What do you think of today's rock? Like you know, Baker's Dozen and you know. Well, we'll hear Greg in a minute. And you know Greg. You've known Greg for a long time.
Yeah, I've known Greg for a long time.
You know, music today. I mean, it seems like some of it's lost a little bit of its passion.
A little bit.
But then there's other people. I mean, like Greg and Tommy and
The local scene.
Yeah, the local scenes.
That's what it is to me.
You know, I see that they have that passion, but there's no outlet.
Yeah.
There's hardly an outlet.
Yeah.
Mainstream radio is going to give them 2 hours on Sunday and then not really talk about them at all.
Man, they didn't even say shit this last week. 2
No,
hours
no.
on Sunday night.
Yeah.
Played all this local cool ass bad music, a bunch of people we know, and not one goddamn announcement about who the hell it was or what's man. How the fuck they supposed to know? I don't know. Did they put a playlist up maybe on the website? I don't know.
Maybe, but
to me, you gotta talk about it, man.
Oh yeah. I mean that's the main thing, I think. I mean, I don't think radio talks enough about what's going on. Huh?
Let's play that until everybody
Yeah.
7:30.
Yeah. So
play that.
yeah. So let's tell you what. Let's and we'll.
And I mean, you ain't
critique it.
gotta rush out of here,
Well,
right?
No.
Nothing. Okay, cool.
No.
So-
He's gonna leave when I leave. I brought him.
Oh, okay. There we go.
All right. So let's get let's see.
Burn the Sun
Burn the Sun. There it is.
by Greg G. Silver.
Yep, it is called Before My Time. It features Joel Floyd West wrote the lyrics and and obviously he's vocals. Come on, people.
Right.
He plays guitar. I mean, he can pull off a little acoustic show though by himself.
Oh yeah.
Many times. Corey Serenity on bass. I love that dude, man. I miss you and your girl, bro. You guys have
Oh, yeah.
always been cool. Also features Alfonso. I didn't have his last name on that email, Holmes. He's doing the drums and producing. Also, obviously, Greg G. Silver is doing the lead guitars. He did the mixing. He co-produced or he produced it. I believe Oz only worked on the one song that he's on. That's not the one we're doing right now. It'll come. Don't you worry, people. But
It's getting there.
Oz Fox actually recorded, programmed, and co-produced at least the one song with him.
Yeah.
All 3 songs he sent me. You're going to get one today. You're going to have to what? I mean, you're lucky you're getting this because everything got screwed up because of this cold. And he just hit me up and said, "Hey, man, I got this. And if you want to do it because this got screwed up." I was like, "I love you, Greg."
Yeah, I think the song that Oz and Greg did together, I seen a little bit of video of it, and I think Greg was calling it like his 9th or 10th symphony, which is cool.
Yeah.
There's a video of it somewhere on like YouTube or something?
Yeah, there is.
Man, Greg, we need to sit down, man. I need this info, brother.
Oh, no doubt.
Oz worked on everything and co-produced it.
All right, so here we go. We're going to blast this for you live and proud here on C4C Radio, Revolution Radio 2 Mondays.
And my asshole Facebook page.
Yeah, Chris Satterfield Facebook page. Also on Revolution Radio 2.0 YouTube Live. All right, here we go. Let's do it.
All right, great.
This song's, man, I don't know. I listened to it first, but then I was listening to it yesterday. Oh, this is I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to fucking blow it in his eardrum. See what I mean?
I was my phone. I hit it off already.
Really good.
Looking for reasons to justify the ending of the skeletons before you rise up dead. So many who hate to everyone feels sad. So many who left you for dead, let you for dead, let you for dead. You're dead before my time. If there's no one, then there is no crime. Before I die, I will stand in front of the light. Before my time, if there's no one, then there is no crime. Before my time, I will stand in front of the light. So bad I go back to mortal. So bad I go back to mortal. The line in the sand, the lines of your face, the line in the sand. No, you will never live to see the day before my time. If there's no one, there is no crime. Before my time, I will stand in front of the light. Before my time, if there's no one, there is no crime. Before
was Greg Silver and Joe Floyd West.
Yep, and Corey
On
Serenity on
vocals.
bass, and Alfonso, I don't know your last name, on drums,
There you go.
and Oz Fox produced, programmed, co-produced, excuse me.
Co-produced. Yeah.
Co-produced with Greg, and programmed, recorded, and Greg did mixing, guitars, co-produced, and all that. He put the shit together. And he's actually, you know what he told me? What he sent me in there was basically what he's doing is he's using, well, not, you know what I mean? He's getting the better people in town, and right off the bat, right on that song.
Oh yeah. I mean,
win, Holmes.
and there's a lot of talented people on there, and it's I kind of get what he says when he says, you know, he's trying to look for the better people or something.
Right.
Not everybody meshes together.
No, even
And
some of the
best players out there, maybe they either don't get along with somebody else, or it's just the way the song's written doesn't really collaborate well with some players.
Well, with like Greg and
what's-
Corey, they're used to working together.
Right.
Right off the bat with public.
What's your thought on that?
Well, the problem that I'm having putting a band together here in Vegas is, you know, this guy used to play with this guy, and this guy doesn't get along with that guy, and this drummer doesn't get along with this guy, and it's ridiculous. And then, you know, you approach somebody about playing in the band, you know, and
If they know
I
something,
can't do it right now. I'm in like 4 cover bands.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do the original thing anymore, and it's driving me nuts here in Vegas.
they get paid better to do the cover thing here, though.
When I lived in Seattle, I mean, we were playing all over the place, and the band I had together in Seattle, I wish I had here. It was Sheldon Miller from Michael Jackson on drums, Blaine Guzzotti from Ozzy on bass, and Mitch Meadows from the Rick's James Stone City Band on guitar. And I was singing.
Wow.
And that was the great band. I wish those guys were here in Vegas.
Yeah. Well, they probably come through a lot sometimes.
No, most of them don't even really play anymore. I mean,
Really?
I think Sheldon's like 75, and Mitch Meadows is probably around 65 or something now.
Wow. Well, yeah, a lot of the players when we were younger that were in their heyday, they're now.
Yeah.
Corey said Shane's on point.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I think I've seen it. And that's, I guess when I started the local uprising show, I wanted to start bringing everybody together, from the different bands and everything, because it really is real cliquish here.
Yeah, it is.
I can pretty much get along with everybody.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's certain music, and it's music I like. There's some music I really don't care for.
Like a lot of the stuff that I'll bring.
Actually, it's really surprised me. It's really surprised me a lot. I never really did like the hip hop rap thing.
Christmas presents and birthdays.
Yeah,
That's
Christmas and
all he
birthday
does.
presents, all I do. But it's not really bad. There's a lot of it. I think the main reason is that I've always thought, and I've always seen that they've always ripped off a lot of the rock stuff to make their hip hop.
But then you got to go with Elvis ripping off all the brothers.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, it cycles, man.
Yeah, it does. It does cycle.
It cycles.
I mean, that's where rock and roll came from. Rock and roll came from the blues.
Fuck
And,
yeah,
and Motown, you know. And when it was in Motown, they went from Motown to, you know, and then it was, you know, Detroit, Rock City, and all that other shit.
Corey said
Actually,
go ahead.
my producer, Paul Sabu, he was the first kind of Caucasian guy to sign with Motown. It was in a band that he had called Kid Glove, and it was really great. Great album. Paul Sabu, Kid Glove. I mean, what an album. I think they just re-released it, redid it and re-released it.
Good.
Oh, wow.
Corey said
that's
he
cool.
gets offers because he strives to be easy to work with, which I've never seen him or his other half be anything but easy to be around.
He's always been real cool.
Yeah, I'm trying
Josh
to put
is
a new
here.
band together right
From
now.
the Scorch, we got gangs. BB Deakinson's here from Not Your Kind. We got son of a bitch Paul from fucking IDSFA, Glowchesky.
How you doing, Paul?
Gangs people up on here. How you assholes do?
Yeah, that's
So,
always
man,
cool.
I try not
It's
to
always good
interrupt,
when you
but-
get a good following like that. Yeah, even Eric actually from LA Stories. He's chimed in a few times.
Oh, he does a lot. Hey, Josh had a good point. Ripping off a genre is different from ripping off an actual song and calling it sampling. I totally agree. You know why? Because what has been written that you ain't heard somewhere or a part of it? I mean, there's a lot of combinations and shit, but
sure.
And it ain't necessarily because that person ripped that song off that came up with a similar beat. Now, I'm not talking Vanilla Ice here, motherfuckers, okay? We ain't talking about no ding, 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 ding shit. But no, mine was ding, 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 ding. Okay? We ain't talking about that. But, I mean, everybody borrows
funny
from...
when you came out with that. I was just like, what?
Everybody borrows from somebody, their influences.
Right. You know, it's like always, I told
Dallas is up on here, too. Sorry, but, man, I'm happy all you assholes are up on here.
Hey, what's up, Dallas?
Yep, hell yeah.
Hey, what's up, Dallas?
I don't know any other Dallas but a gay cowboy.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I think that's his team, isn't it? It's a Cowboy?
Oh, no, is it?
I don't know.
No, that's his name, dude.
Oh, I know, but I think he's a fan, too.
Oh, so Paul fucks with him way more than I do.
Oh, I know.
And he does be in a band with him, so.
Oh, yeah. No,
What up, Lori?
I'd always said that it was every song ever made has a G string.
Hey, Lori just joined us from Draco Paranormal.
Hey, what's up, Lori? Yeah, she said hi this morning too, and
She is
Actually-
her and Anthony.
Anthony messaged me a little bit. So
He messaged you and me. I like
if
it.
there's any managers, I'm gonna talk to 6'2", Anthony. But if there's any managers out there that want to manage a band, this guy, they're looking for a manager. They're out of I was gonna say Pennsylvania, out of West Virginia.
Look, dude, I got a third eye.
You got a third eye. You gonna open up your third eye?
Yep. Either that or I'm gonna choke the fucking cat. Yeah. Hello.
You done?
Maybe. I'm done with that for now.
Oh yeah.
Actually, I just got a new manager.
Did you?
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Is this somebody that deals with a lot of people? Or?
Yeah, he was a big time promoter in the music scene. Then he took like 10 years off, and now he's back. So
Oh, nice.
me and him have been talking, and I think it's gonna go pretty good.
So, I mean, is he working with anybody you can say anything about, or are you keeping it till you guys get it settled?
Yeah, he's worked with a bunch of different bands. I mean, he used to promote shows, put on shows, and he's been around the world.
Honestly, if you talk to him and ask him if he wouldn't mind doing an interview, because that's one thing I like to know every facet of this. Since I'm such a goddamn, what do you call it, a fanboy / stalker, I like to know, I mean, everything from the sound guy to every single thing about it.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that we're trying to do and get, do blog. Well, I do the blogs on them and we do interviews and stuff too with everybody. Because not everybody knows what all. I mean, a lot of people just think, oh, you just get in a band, you sound good, you jump on stage,
I thought that.
and everything just rolls over. There's so much work that goes into it, not just in the songwriting and the practicing and gigging,
The
and trying to
money,
get gigs and
equipment.
money and equipment and everything else like that. I mean, there's a lot to the music industry that people
There you
don't know
about.
Yeah.
What's the biggest stage you ever played on, and how much did the band get paid? I mean, I don't know if you were like the main part of the band.
Yeah, we did when I was in the band Pride Alliance, which was a huge band at the time. We played in front of over 350,000 people outside the Federal Building in Los Angeles for a hemp fest.
What?
Wow, for a hemp fest.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's that like? Playing in front of that many people.
He doesn't do drugs or drink.
Yeah, you just you can see maybe the first 5, 6, 7 rows, and after that it's just a blur.
Really?
Yeah.
But I mean, the feeling
It's
off
not-
of
it's
that,
not
you got to
like
be high for
intimidating or
days.
anything. To knowing when you walk on stage and you hear and you know the crowd's louder than you are.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's incredible. It's also nice, when they start singing the songs with you.
Oh man! Except for
that
don't
is.
let them sing my favorite song the whole course, because that pisses me off when I pay $50 for a ticket and I got to hear the drunk asshole next to me sounding as bad as I normally do. A little bit of crowd participation, but no, not the freaking whole song, dude. Because now you're making me pay to fucking do your job.
But yeah, I mean, describe that feeling. I mean, you're up there and you're playing and you're there to perform for them, and then the crowd starts singing to you.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. I mean, whew. I mean, you kind of get shaky before the show. It's like, you know, you sneak out and you see all those people and you're like, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
So it was pretty cool. After that hemp show, we went to Canner's in Hollywood and just kicked back and ate dinner and just like a regular day. You know.
What was the biggest show prior to that, from going to that big ass crowd to?
Doing the theater thing, we did a lot of theaters like the Galaxy Theater in Santa Ana, a bunch of different theaters, amphitheaters. One night you could be playing for 2 people, the next night you could be playing for 2,000.
Mm.
It's just, the bands do whatever they got to do, and it's like a lot of my rock star friends, they go to open jams and and stuff like that, which is really cool.
Mm.
And they just do it for fun. They're not getting paid to do it.
And they're not trying to do it just to go there and so the 12 people there try and kiss their ass. They're doing it because they like to play
They
with
like
different
the music.
people.
Oh man.
I mean, when I was in the band Pride Alliance, I was playing bass with them for like almost 10 years. And, we played the Roxy for like, 10 people.
We didn't go there.
And then the next night we played
What
somewhere. And, there could be 10,000 people. There could be 500 people. It just, it just depends.
Right.
What venue you're at or what little pub or bar. I mean, we did a lot of bar shows and stuff. To us, it was just like a free practice.
Right.
And if you get some drinks and a little bit of pay, it's worth it.
Yeah.
See, this is where my problem was. Like, how long? So, when were you in your first band that was like going somewhere that got that you guys were getting booked at a couple bars, or you know what I'm saying, like more than one show or whatever?
Oh, I was in the band Pride Alliance. I joined them when I was 22, and I stayed with them for about 10 years. And I mean, we played everywhere. We went all over the world, tours, opening up for Ozzy, Great White, Slaughter, Dawkins.
Damn. That wasn't because he's your cousin, right?
No.
I had to throw it in there because you told me. Man.
So Don Dawkins, your cousin.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
you don't. Oh shit, you didn't tell me, dude. Normally I do say that to everybody. One of us does, or both of us do. If there isn't,
Yeah,
but no. But
what you don't
sorry, and you never. Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
I did it, people. You already know who the hell I am, so it's not a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he lives in Santa Barbara with his mom. So.
I mean, I don't want to talk about him, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I had to throw it up there because the name came in. I was like, "You're what?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Well, I ain't gonna tell you the conversation we had this between me and him."
Right.
That'll be
was
for
there.
pay-per-view.
Yeah. But yeah, it's it's got to be okay. So your first, when you first went on your first stage performance that you've done, how did that feel? When
Oh,
you
it felt great. I was
first walked up there and you saw.
Yeah, I was singing in a band back in 1985. I was in a band called Webb, and that was like the first band that I was singing in, and it was like junior high school, and it was really cool. We threw a party at my parents' house, and 3 different high schools and junior highs showed up. There was over 5,000 people at my house.
Wow.
And I was like 13, 14 years old.
Hmm.
But we did a lot of heavy metal covers, Motley Crue, Judas Priest, Dawkins. I mean, we did everything.
Right.
So it was like a top 40 metal band at the time.
Oh, okay.
Man, I forgot. It was top 40 for a couple years there.
Yeah.
That's right. I never thought about that. It was pop music, bro.
Back in the 80s and 90s. That's when I was in my 20s. Was in the mid to late 80s is when I was in my 20s.
Yeah, I grew up on the Sunset Strip with all these bands, and I was at it was called Pendragon Recording Studio, where like Great White, Dawkins, and all these bands did all their stuff. And I was always the little kid around there that was vacuuming and cleaning windows and picking up cigarette butts. And I learned a lot actually from Jeff Pilson from Dawkins on the board, because he did all the mixing and everything, and
Really?
it was really cool. So I would always look over his shoulder like, "What are you doing?"
That's why they were such a good damn sound in that the first couple albums, though. Huh?
Yeah, Jeff
Because he was
makes
deeply
everything.
involved.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
he's a great bass player, good singer, really good guitar player. I mean, I walked in the studio one time and I could have swore it was Jeff on guitar, but no, George on guitar, but it was Jeff on guitar, and I was like, wow. I mean, it really was good.
Wow.
And then I was around when they did a Race the Slate album with Red Beach.
Mm.
So I was always in and out of there, and I was taking CDs of demos that I wasn't supposed to.
Dang, man, it's, you know, growing up in that environment. I mean, that's always been. I mean, I grew up in Oxnard, so it's a couple hour and a half north of LA, and I never really did get into that scene. I mean, probably because I had heard about it, but I never really went out there. I mean, when I was in high school, I played sports, and my parents kind of like,
Didn't you play tuba too?
no, what, you fucking crazy? I think I saw a picture of you with a tuba.
Hell no, man. I played
Tuba toothpaste. Or was it the skin flute?
Hey man, I know what to do with my food, bro. Hey, nobody can satisfy me like me. That's all I'm gonna say. I wanted to go there.
I was always on Sunset Strip. I mean, seeing, you know, all these 80 bands go from like little tiny clubs, beer clubs and everything. And you know, they always had the pink and fluorescent flyers that were like the worst, and they would just put them all over, you know,
right.
Sunset Strip. And then they put a band to that. And if you put a flyer up now, you get a fine. So they had a big band of that.
Well, it's still like that in Seattle. There's flyers all over the place on telephone poles.
Except for the shows
Except for
they
the
pay
shows they're
people
supposed
for.
to, yeah.
What the hell was that, dude? Punk rock bowling on Tuesday, or punk rock karaoke on Tuesday nights. We got 1,000 posters. We paid $10 or $5,000 to come to this place. We don't even have tickets for.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, that was. I mean, going on. We went on. We got to go on tour with Tantric for about 10 days, and was really cool. And I got to see a little bit of the road stuff that they go through.
And it ain't all about them videos we were watching in the 80s either, people. I'm gonna tell you.
Oh yeah, it's nothing.
Most of it
It's nothing
sucks.
like it. Yeah, it's a lot of driving and a lot of stopping it.
Hey, the machete blood thing was pretty fucking cool. That would have been something I would have figured happened on a tour. What else? There was a couple of going to the skate park with Jared Guino. That's pretty
Right.
cool.
And leaving the drummer at
in the middle of fucking nowhere. And it was a long time. We had to drive 30 minutes back to get him.
Yeah, it was about 45 minutes. We were about 30 minutes before we realized that we left Troy Patrick Farrell, drummer. We left him at a gas station.
Bumfuck Egypt in the middle of it. Nobody wanted to be there.
We were freaking just right on the edge of Wyoming. It was just almost
when,
in Wyoming and into Idaho. And it was just like
when my band Run Alliance, we were actually on tour with Great White, and me and the drummer were friends. The drummer from Great White at the time, and I think we were in Florida or something, and it was really hot. And he got up and left to go get breakfast or whatever he was doing, but he thought he turned on the air conditioner, but he turned on the heater.
Oh shit!
Lord!
And it was already like 120 degrees in the room, and I woke up just drenched with sweat. And to this day, he still apologizes.
Dang. Yeah. I mean, road stories are always really cool to hear and stuff.
There's a lot of road stories. There's a lot of stuff in music. I wish I could just forget 90% of it. I mean, I've seen so much stuff that would just make your head turn.
Yeah.
I mean, I rented a room from Jack Russell from Great White. I was upstairs. Jack had his room downstairs. C.C. DeVille had his room to the left, and I had my room to the right. And we partied so much. I didn't drink or do drugs, but they did. And I mean, they partied so much that the manager came in and said, "You gotta go, and you're going to rehab."
Wow.
Which one went to rehab? Can you say that or no?
Yeah, Jack Russell went to rehab.
Wow.
I actually got to see him at a cannery like about a year and a half ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. House of Broken Love, hell to the fuck yeah. He can still hit that note.
And he still owes me money.
Hey man, I'll let you know next time he's coming in.
Yeah, he bought something from me. He still owes me for it, but that's Jack.
Well, it obviously wasn't drugs because you don't do them.
No, it wasn't drugs.
Yeah.
There's something shiny that he wanted.
Man, that could go a lot of places. Huh?
Yeah,
I was just
it
thinking about
could.
that.
All right, well, tell you what. Let's play.
We will be playing that new Burn the Sun track too.
Yeah,
Yes, we will.
Yeah, we'll be-
before the end of the show, before my time.
we'll be playing that again.
Greg G, thank you, brother. Joel, you're an asshole, but you can sing. And Corey Sereni, he's just a great all around
great
everything,
dude.
let alone bass player. And Alfonso, I still don't have your last name, bro. And I'm pretty sure it ain't like Anthony Drummer, but I don't think that's his last name.
Anthony Drummer.
Remember you asked him what he,
I know. I
and
remember.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. When you
I
said
know.
that at first, I was like, "Yeah, no shit." And then when I thought about the name, I was like, "Wait a second."
No, but that's not it. It was like.
And I acted like you were like goofy for asking it. And
Oh
I
no,
know.
no, I saw it.
That's pretty good, huh?
Well, what do you play?
I played it off.
Oh, I played drums.
No, I told you. I said, "What do you
Got
think
you.
he plays?"
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna play If You See K.
What up, Danny?
Yeah, one of my favorite songs on my album, If You See K. And if you see her, get my car
Oh, I
back.
thought it was F-U-C-K.
No,
If.
Oh, okay.
It's just like the Yosemite. If you see K, tell her say hi.
Yeah.
Hey man, if you want to write a song named that, I'll do the middle of it for you.
Give me the just about an FU song.
Oh, yeah.
If you asshole. All right, so here we go. Let's get this one going. It's Shane Knight off of Bad As They Come, which is, you know what? This guy is bad. This is as bad as they come.
Man, this
Yeah,
dude's talking
he's a
about
good
all my
dude.
heroes and
Yeah.
shit. Being roommates with them and not doing drugs with them and shit.
Well, the thing is, growing up in the scene, it's really cool when you get to actually grow up in the scene.
Basically,
Be a part of it.
He started way before I did because I just started carrying shit a couple years ago. And that's how the fuck I ended up on this shit. You know that.
Oh yeah.
I was just going to shows and
I've always loved music. Always loved it, but I never really knew what I wanted to do with it because I wasn't talented enough to play anything, and I really can't be I can't be a front man singer because I just get too. Oh, there you go. Nice. Where'd you get that velvet hat?
somebody gave it to me earlier. I can't say who. They told me I can't.
Oh.
I don't know why. I can tell you later, but
It was
not these
Trump.
motherfuckers. No, well, it's not red.
So on this album, Bad As They Come, I'm singing and playing bass, Paul Sabu on guitar, Ken Wright on drums. And if anybody wants, they can Google Paul Sabu, and I mean, oh God, this guy's produced and did all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah.
Hey, say hi to Greta for me there, would you, Shane? She's from Germany, and
Hi, Greta.
she just jumped up on here.
Oh,
Great person. She will follow you. I promise you this.
Oh, yeah.
Support her.
She will
Jim
follow
Miller,
you.
Smurf.
She will almost start.
There's a gang of people.
Okay. Okay.
Shane Willie.
I love you,
I'll have to
Greta.
give you a list when I'm done of people that are probably going to hit you up and
Oh yeah.
man, friend of
Well, they always have. He called me up and he goes, "Hey, who's this Shane Woolley dude?"
Oh,
Yeah.
And I went, "No,
All right.
he's a cool
He's a
dude,
good
man.
dude, man.
Yeah, get him
He's
on.
into music
He'll push
and-
your music and everything." He's like, "Oh, nice, cool." All right, so here we go with Shane Knight with If You See K off of Bad As They Come. Get it on all media outlets.
Please
Target,
download it.
download it, go buy it over at
Go buy
Target.
the CD, man. It's better to have the CD. Look, you got something at home. You can take this son of a bitch and download it to it. But I bet you if you bought it, you probably wouldn't even mind signing it. Come on.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And actually, what we'll probably do is we'll have them sign
Oh,
these three here,
Oh, yeah.
Or two. Can I get
2 or
one to
3,
Chris?
and because one's yours. I got one already.
Oh, okay, cool. I was like, man, I don't. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Oh no, I know, I got one already.
Cool.
And,
So they are going to be autographed.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be really good. All right, so here we go.
Whoops. Oh, birthday.
Oh shit!
What did you do?
God damn it!
Oh, no, man, what's the
God damn it.
That ain't fair. I was just getting into this shit, bro.
There we go. We'll do that again.
Brad likes it, Kimberly likes it.
All right. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what's up?
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
Hey, buddy, where are you going? Where are you going? Yeah, this is going next week. I just figured this out there. I just gave him a small student.
Oh, chair.
Yeah, because, man, whatever. I mean, you can hear my big mouth and you can't see it. But I like to see, I don't know, I'm all stuck on watching everything going on, trying to do comments.
Yeah.
I still spout out. I mean, that's why
yeah.
stop. But I'm taking this out. We're going to do something back. I'm rearranging this whole motherfucker. Jukebox is gone. Well, not gone, but it's going back. I'm thinking you know what? I can incorporate that and this up against the wall. And I can still leave room for that little desk in between the thing. Where's Wade? What up? Oh, yeah, you were talking to him earlier. I talked to him a little bit too. Yep. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. I talked to Jimmy a little bit, and I did it at his place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he said he was going to get back to me.
Well, yeah. Yeah. No, that's not, I mean, that's like some rap, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But, I'll talk to you about that. I'd rather ask you myself, tell the truth. But, yeah, me and you and Wade are doing that up. 6 can be in.
Yeah.
6 can be in because he was there actually too. He was one of the first that was there for that. You know what? I don't care. It was actually way bad. Yeah, ho. Vegas Rising, bitches. Show off your ink, asshole. Huh. Throw it down and show them what you got.
Oh. Yeah, some of that way.
Shreds. Thank you, Kimberly. I appreciate it. Everybody that's waiting up. Singer of the score. He likes it too.
That's Fox Blue on guitar.
Who is it?
Fox Blue.
Fox Blue. That's nice.
Yeah.
Kimberly likes it. Everybody likes it.
And then the song always nice to have a cheerleader.
Oh, yeah.
Man, she must have been really mean.
Yeah.
Eric Tucker's up on here.
What's up, Eric?
From Vegas Music Guy. That's it. And Danny just joined back up.
There's more to it.
Which one's just coming up?
So what exactly do you find in the
Zero Sun. Zero Sun out of Ireland. I mean,
You can play more of his shit. We can do, I mean,
I love Ireland.
What did you find yourself in this place?
excellent. Hey man, you people don't know if this means something, does this mean something like bad or something? Because I just thought about it, man. I didn't want to buy a fucking hat if it's saying I'm a dumb.
What does it say on it?
It doesn't say nothing. I love that, but what I'm saying is the color and the black, is that good?
That's just army.
Okay, I just thought about that. I'm like, man, I don't fucking give a fuck about the red hat or the other hat, but man, I don't want to be wearing, no. But I mean, I seen it and I was like, hell yeah.
That's what they wear in the army now, instead of the red, white, and blue, because it sticks out too much.
Yeah.
yeah, the camouflage.
Yeah, so they made them black and white.
I like my hat. I love my country. I love my flag too.
Yeah.
And I don't mind if you do different colors too, as long as you ain't trying to fuck with it. Sorry, man. It's just me personally, man.
I think they said the last person that did the American flag was like a teenage kid.
What?
A teenage kid. Some teenage guy.
Really?
Yeah, he was the last one that redid the American flag for us.
Holy shit.
Oh, wow.
From Betsy Ross to teenager. Well, hey man, that's what America's supposed to be about.
Right?
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know what color he was.
I don't know.
You know how bad we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
You have to Google that one.
I'm going to though now later just because, man.
Yeah, there was like a competition at all these like junior high or high schools, and he won.
Man, that'd be cool to do something like that, man.
Oh, yeah.
To do that shit maybe when school goes back in and hopefully we ever go back to normal.
Oh, yeah.
Now, let's look, I don't give a fuck about what anybody says, man. The idea of it is right. And it's still, no matter how fucked up it might be and evil as our government is, man, I don't give a fuck. It's still the best place on the fucking planet. That's why everybody comes here.
The high school I went to, it was brand new, and you know, of course, back in the metal days, we got to name the Scorpions after the rock band.
Good.
The
You
Spirit
gotta
High
do
School.
what now?
We named our high school after the Scorpions.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hell,
the
the
mascot.
yeah. Man, you guys had the coolest mascot ever back then. Then.
Probably.
Think about
Yeah, I
it.
know. It's a lot better than the freaking Raiders.
Dude,
Yeah.
man, they got some dumb shit, man.
Although our colors were blue and gold were our colors. We were Raiders.
I used to
Fucking
give,
Wade.
I used to give bass lessons to Jerry Robinson from the Raiders back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He said, if your national colors are orange, don't wear those to battle. Man, I'm a fucking Bears fan. I know, bro. Shit, I love the dark blue, but that fucking orange got to go, man.
Yeah, that orange is pretty weird. Yeah, if you wear orange and you're going into battle, yeah, you there's no hiding there.
No, that's for road workers that want to get hit.
Yeah, they get hit all the time.
Man,
Dude.
I was a tow truck driver, man. These, especially late at night when you're on a highway, man, you get people that either tired or drunk. They go towards lights. When they're fading out and going off to the right a little bit, oh yeah, that motorhome that slipped my ear that time, dude, if I would have breathed wrong, that fucking would have took off my face. Yeah, probably. Yeah, that shit slipped me right here on my cheek and right across the middle of my hair right there. It was like a razor cut.
Oh, dang. 50 more seconds. Or 40 seconds, rather. What's up, Sawyer?
Come here, Holmes. What's up,
Come on,
dude?
son.
You ain't gonna say hi to everybody? Come here, bring your hand.
buddy.
Come here.
Come on. What's going on, buddy? There you go. I'll move. There you
Come on.
go.
Come over and see me. Come here. They can't see you, man. They want to see you. Come on. You know what to do. Hey, where do you go, man? You try to be, man. You ain't even listen. Come here.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Come on. I said you could. You could come up, dude. Come on. What you being all lazy for and shit? Have ass?
All right, everybody, we're back here at C4OC Radio with Shane Knight live in the cave. Appreciate everybody tuning in and turning us on. Well,
What?
As far as
Whoa,
Facebook goes.
You
Facebook and
people gonna
YouTube.
start talking dirty on Facebook Live? Let's do this.
Oh yeah.
No, that's pay-per-view.
So you have anything new in the works? Any new albums that be coming out besides Bad As It Come? Are you working on more
Yeah,
songs?
I've got an album. The artwork's already done for it. It's called A Season in Hell, and I've been talking back and forth to certain guitar players like Jimmy Bell and Oz Fox and Stacey Blade. So we'll see what happens.
Ooh,
Nice. That'd be
And that's what I was talking about earlier, not
Uh-huh.
this one, because he said he was working on that Season of Hell, what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was asking about the tracks. And you're like, it's on the CD. And I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That CD.
Well, this one, but I was asking
But the
about
other
the
one's
new
gonna be
stuff. How many
it's gonna
tracks
be
you got?
another full length.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this one we got to put 11 or 12 songs on it because it's going to go to Japan. And
Oh, nice.
CDs are so expensive in Japan. That's why they always get, ghost tracks and stuff. Like instead of we get 10 songs and they get 11 to 14 songs.
Really?
A lot of people don't know that. If you buy a Japanese import, there's always more songs on it.
That's why.
Even back in the day, man,
Oh,
when
yeah.
I would order them over the mail before there was goddamn internet shit. The picture discs I'd order from like Sweden and all them places, and Calico Creek and Death, picture discs and all that stuff. I never thought about that. Oh.
They always put more tracks on it because the CDs, here, in the stores they're like $10 to $15. Over there, they're anywhere between $25 to $40.
Oh,
There's
wow.
Brandon Yambari. I just said your name a little bit ago, dude. What up, Dana and Danny?
Hey, what's up, Dan and Danny? How you doing, sweetheart?
Is this Shane Knight?
Yeah. So yeah, it's wow.
Man, you
I hate
ain't
it when
even
I do
smoking
that.
moon rocks, dude.
Oh no, I got a contact eye. Sorry.
If you did, he would. He
Oh,
would.
yeah.
I was blowing it
So
away.
it's so how far into the do you actually sit down with the sound engineer while after you do your tracks?
Yeah, actually, Paul Sabu's the producer, engineer, mixer. We have everything mastered overseas, which is Tailor Made Productions, and they've done everything from me to Shania Twain to Alice Cooper to almost everybody goes to this guy, and
Everybody's made money too.
he just makes your CDs album. He just makes them sound like gold. Working with Paul Sabu, this guy comes up with amazing solos and songs, and he can turn one of my shitty songs into a really good song. And all you got to do is hum it to him or something over the phone or in person, and he comes and takes off with it.
Wow.
Yeah, and then once the music's done, I go back and do the vocals over it, and it's really cool.
Man, that's got to be pretty interesting when you don't have a band that's right in the same town and you're all together and you're all in the
Right.
studio together. Modern Day Outlaw did that. They had their lead singer was in Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was here. Now he's in.
And then he went to Oklahoma. Goddamn Ron, where you at, home?
What I did with Bad As They Come is that I went to Paul's and we did, the drum, bass, guitar, and got everything, the keyboards, everything in there. And then I went home when I was living in Seattle. I went home to Seattle in my recording studio, and I just put up a microphone and just started singing everything. And what I would do is just convert everything to an MP3 and just send it to him.
Mm-hmm.
So 90% of the vocals you hear on the album, I did it in my little studio and sent it to Paul, and then he put it on the album.
That's somebody that is totally awesome because,
Yeah.
like, after watching Jason Froberg do a Baker's Dozen when they re-recorded Man,
When there's I don't know, because there's several different parts because everybody has their part.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it on stage, but then when you hear it on on an album or on a CD,
Yeah.
Everybody breaks everything up.
Yeah.
I saw Bohemian Rhapsody and they were doing their things and they showed a little bit of what's in the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and it's that's always fascinating. It's just like, how do you put all this stuff together? You have all these tracks.
It's kind of weird sometimes, but it all comes together in the end. I was hanging out with Mick Mars from Motley Crue. I was hanging out with him, and they did that album Generation Swine, which a lot of people don't know even exists. But yeah, I was hanging out with him, and he had to leave because he goes, I gotta go home now. I gotta learn all these songs. So he's a really cool guy. I've known Motley Crue since I was like 12, 13 years old.
I would ask that question, but I'll wait till next time we're on the show. Does that make you nervous?
I was wondering what you were doing back there.
I'm opening the CDs, man.
Oh, yeah.
So that way
Yeah,
I got silver markers and gold markers and all that shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
Just make sure.
Sure.
I got a stack of them. I remember I got rid of all my crates of CDs.
Yeah, you guys will have to come up the way to give away the CDs.
Oh, we're going
Oh,
to.
yeah.
I'm coming up with something. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
because
Definitely got to come up with something.
I tried to give away the stuff in the beginning. We just tried to give it away, but nobody even said, okay.
I know what we could probably do. The first person to say that to get the proper number of how many big names you drop gets a CD.
Man, you ain't going to remember, neither am I.
Exactly. Give me your best guess.
This dude's,
He'll tell me.
he said so many names of almost like my group.
You know, because you've known everybody or played with everybody.
I grew up with all these guys. I mean, I've known them forever. I was always, 10, 15 years younger than all these guys.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been hanging out with Unblock and Striper since Striper began.
Mm-hmm.
Nuh-uh, for real? Were you, were you, when he was doing the churches, like when I seen him way back when I was a kid, it was like one of their first performances, if not their first. It was in Redlands, and it was like there's a big grape orchard or whatever the hell you call them. What are the grape? Whatever.
That's where he's
It
from.
was a church at the end of that shit, man, and I was like, this is Christian music? Man, I was in church for another year and a half because of Oz Fox's ass.
Yeah.
I ain't playing.
Yeah. I used to go to a church in Redondo Beach, California that, Striper went to a lot and stuff, and it was called Metal Church. Not the band Metal Church, but it was called Metal Church, and it was with Reverend Bob Beeman.
I heard about that.
Anybody remembers that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it was in Redondo Beach back
He was back in Hit Parade, or they actually even talked to him.
Yeah.
When we had to buy the magazine Surface and Kerrang on it. Well, Kerrang is kind of cooler because it had European crazy scary
What was it?
Kerrang, Kerrang. That was one I didn't find.
No, I never heard of that one.
Really?
Never heard
Dude,
of
they had
I
they
heard
would give you
Cream magazine.
Huh? Cream, yeah.
Cream.
Hit Parade, Circus.
Hit Parade, Circus. Those are the ones that I knew of.
No, Kerrang was like a big size one, like Rolling Stone, but they'd always have like 45s in it or some crazy ass cool shit from some group you'd never heard of.
I've seen it once, but I never picked one up.
Goddamn, Denny's trying to freak me out, man. He said the cops are here because he's playing his bass. I'm like, oh, dude, you better not have a call, bro.
Put your mask on.
He said he's just kidding. You asshole, that shit ain't fun.
Yeah, really.
Paul said he had to learn his SOLS because when I recorded them, it was off the cuff. What the hell does that mean? What was he trying to say there? His solos.
Solos.
I see. It took me a second, but one letter was missing.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the music industry in general is always fascinated me. It's always been. I mean, and tell you, whenever I meet people like yourself or Mary Aiden or JC or Paul Goseski and Greg, and I mean when I
Oz Fox, you were
and Oz Fox. I mean Oz is a great guy. I asked him one time because I asked him to come on and be on this show, and so I could do an interview with him and stuff. He goes, "I can't talk about Striper. I don't want to know about Striper. I want to know about you."
Well, I did.
And you're saying you want to know about
But
Striper.
the thing is whatever they don't want to talk about, we don't do that.
Oh yeah.
And I didn't understand when I said that.
I can tell you the story about it, but I can't discuss it on air.
No.
But after we're off, man, I won't say nothing either. I will
yeah.
never say nothing.
I mean, it's with something like that, I respect everybody's boundaries.
Yeah.
There's certain lines you don't cross. I was talking with Molly Diago, and before we got on, she goes, "You just can't ask me about Lady Gaga." And I went, "I wasn't going to." I don't know. I still don't know.
Man, now I gotta look it up. Inquiring minds gotta know people. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And she told me a little bit about it, but I was just, I never really was into Lady Gaga anyway. I mean,
I'm not
There's-
gonna lie, man.
no,
There's
actually,
a couple of her songs.
A couple of her songs are actually pretty
Actually,
good.
there's quite a few.
And there's been a couple of songs that people have changed. And she actually can sing metal.
Dude, man, she can sing a lot.
She can sing a lot of stuff, and a lot of people don't give her credit for that.
I think she is the Madonna that I think she might be the next Madonna, and I don't like saying that. But the thing is that back in the '80s, Madonna had them couple hits, and she's kind of that kind of weirdo for that time. And I mean, I don't care for the bitch no more, but I'm not gonna lie, man. I've liked her music for hell years, even when I didn't want to admit to. Living on, or what the hell was that song? Just Like a Prayer. That shit was badass, dude. With the choir in it and shit.
Oh yeah,
That was like, but
that's pretty
I
good.
think she might be that person. She's probably gonna have them up and downs, but and one of the reasons she's broke, dude, is because them big ass shows she does. Man, I was looking at the bills that they pay, that she pays all the dancers and the bullshit and all that crazy stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
She puts a lot of it into that.
the bigger your stage act. I mean, it's like Shakira and Jennifer Lopez and all those, you know, Justin Bieber and
All
those
those
guys
lip
that have-
syncers with the nice butts, except
all
for
the-
Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah. You know, all these, you know, they have. I think the bigger your stage production is, you're not getting paid because you have a big stage production.
Oh no,
You're getting paid up there singing, but you got to pay all
or
those
lip
guys,
sync, however you want to
or
put it.
however you want to do it. Because I mean, I don't know how
Yeah.
they do it. They dance, so I'd be out of breath.
Dude, well,
As much as
90%
they
of them
dance
that do
around
them
everything,
big
I'd be
dance
alright.
acts, they are lip syncing because
Oh, yeah.
they can't keep the goddamn. I mean, the videos is one thing. They got freaking 2 weeks and God knows how much money to do that shit with. So they're
Mhm.
doing it in between. When they're on, that's why I like, and I don't mind it if it's a fucking pop star, honestly, because I mean, I may even get catchy with the tune or whatever. It might stick with me. I might like it, but it's not. I mean, it's not going to offend me. But like, if I go to see somebody like him, or like who'd I bust? Oh, I can't. Man, I should. Chris Jericho pissed me off, bro. $30 a ticket, dude, and I'm watching him from the side of the stage, and I'm like, you motherfucker, you gotta be kidding me, dude. And I'm a wrestling fan. That's why I got to meet his best friend that night, and I bitched to his best friend for like 20 minutes about him.
Before you knew he was his
Hey, but
best friend.
Sean Fasulo still calls me from New York. He's gonna be moving out here before the cold happened.
Oh yeah.
He's a good dude. He told me, he said, yep, he admitted it to me. I was like, I knew it. I watched him from the side of the stage, and it was just like, great performance, just like in the wrestling ring, dude.
Oh,
and
sure.
he can sing. Motherfucker, $30 a ticket, you need to sing.
You know when I first saw him sing was on that it was on a TV show. It had a bunch of stars. It had fucking Cheech Marin.
What?
He was on it, and there was a few other actors and that were in on it that were trying to sing, and they do a song, and
I gotta look
It
that
was-
up now.
yeah, it was I forgot what the show was called, but it was actually pretty good. I didn't know he could sing, and I was like, dude can sing like freaking Bon Jovi. I'm like, holy hell! And I never knew he was in a band until Fozzy.
Man, I didn't either.
And
Well, I
they
knew.
got a shit ton of music too.
I heard. Oh, there it is, right there. See,
Yeah, I know.
with the autograph.
I got this one.
Yeah, you got that one for me
Yeah.
too. Yep, I got that because Captain Steve. Even though he knew I was pissed off about it, I still wanted an autograph from him. I'm a wrestling fan. I got an old picture of him when he was like, dude, when he first came out, what did they call him? The something guy. It was horrible. He's like the good guy. God, it was horrible. And when he became a bad guy,
Well, he was always Jeff Jericho, wasn't he?
Chris Jericho, yeah, but
Chris
he was
Jericho?
like, they had a really goofy name, the Lionheart. I don't remember what it was.
Lionheart.
Yeah,
Oh, I
when
don't
he
know.
first come out, because he did that lion salt bullshit.
Oh, okay.
but
I didn't. I only watched it when he was Chris Jericho.
As much
He
as
first
these,
came out.
as much as people make fun of the fucking wrestling, man, I don't give a fuck, dude. You gotta be able to work a mic and fucking do that shit. I don't care. They do get hurt, even though it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
term.
Oh, those
But,
guys. Those guys are always all. I mean,
Who else tried this? Didn't somebody else try to sing from wrestling? It was horrible. Well, Hulk Hogan played, pretending to play something. I don't know. But
oh, Honky
yeah.
Tonk Man.
Oh God, you gotta be kidding me.
I dated myself on that one.
I mean, I've known Chris Holmes from Watt.
What?
Years and years and years. Him and his mom Sandy. And if you ever want to laugh, go on YouTube and put in Chris Holmes singing.
Mhm.
Really?
Oh my God.
I was here
Nothing
when they
against
got.
you, Chris, but
I was here when they got banned in Vegas when they played the Troubadour, which ended up being now it's a Mexican club on Boulder Highway, right by the Palm Mortuary thing there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yo, I mean, my girlfriend's
That's not
dad.
there anymore, is it?
No, well, I don't know if the Mexican club is
No,
there.
I think it's
The Troubadour was closed. I mean, it was
Right.
only the second or third one. Her dad owned the one in California. That's where the main one was, right? The original.
True, yeah,
I believe so. He had one up here, and because he owned it, and she was my girlfriend, I got to go see him when I wasn't supposed to. Man, because of the blood and shit. I don't know if they ever came back to Vegas after that. And it was like, what, 14, 84,
Oh, I don't know.
85, 86? I don't remember.
Blood.
Yeah, well, they were playing around with the skulls and the bullshit and throwing blood everywhere.
Oh, that's what Lizzie Gordon does.
Yeah, Wasp did that here
Yeah.
back in the day. They never, I don't think they ever played here. Not even with Electric Circus did they come back. I don't believe from back then. And that
I
was
don't know. I wasn't here back then. I didn't get here till '99.
that was one of my favorite groups.
In the '99 is when I got
Back in the day, I used to call Chris up at home, and he'd be hanging out. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude?" He's like, "Oh, I got all these markers." He's like, "I'm painting my cats." I'm like, "Oh my god."
painting his cats.
Yeah, with markers.
Dang.
Hello, Smurf. She got 22 names for Chris Jericho right now. I never even heard. And I used to think I was a wrestling geek.
22 names for Chris Jericho.
Corazon De Leon. Lionheart was his original WC. Leon Dior. Oh, he did a lot of that Mexican wrestling in the beginning. Lion Dew and Super Liger. Man, he was wearing masks and everything. I didn't know that. Smurf. You win.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to all that, hey, Cos Fancy, what's going on, sweetheart? Didn't see you there. Sorry.
I told you that she's
Well,
on
yeah, I thought they were on Facebook. I didn't know they were on. She's on YouTube.
Hey, man, they got enough. They can do that.
Oh yeah, they can. Yeah, they got
All you people, put it on both your devices. Goddamn.
you know you got more than one.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, I mean, this has been a blast talking to you, man. I enjoy. I mean, when we first met, I mean, it was real quick and everything, and that was New Year's Eve when we first met.
When was that? How many years ago?
That was this past
This
New Year's
past
Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Where were we at? Oh, that was that clusterfuck. Okay.
That was
Okay, that's
definitely-
why you sat. That's why I kept recognizing because he sat down at the table and we were talking, and then me and you went to get something to eat. And when we came back, it was a clusterfuck.
Oh yeah, we came back.
He'd already left, which I
I
don't
left for
blame.
like what, 15 minutes, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah, I couldn't call it Uber fast enough.
Worst
Oh, yeah.
goddamn fucking New Year's
That
ever,
was the
bro.
worst New Year's I've ever had.
Oh, mine
Wow,
too.
man.
And I got to spend it with these guys, and they know exactly what I'm talking
Actually,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just thought about it. Me and him sat at the table while
Yeah.
you were helping Willie or dealing with his stuff. And he sat down next to me and we talked for 15, 20 minutes till
Oh,
me
yeah.
and you went to eat. And then when I
Yeah.
came, I'm like, where'd dude go?
Oh yeah, yeah. We kept.
And then I
we were
kept
gone,
telling
and
him,
everybody was
somebody,
just.
somebody kept trying to grab the soda he had. I was like, leave that fucking alone, bro, because I didn't know he left or what was going on ready to meet.
Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Because it was just soda.
And you know what?
Yeah.
That's why they were trying to take it, because they thought it was a hard liquor drink.
Right.
I'm like, dude, it's soda, leave it alone, man.
Oh yeah, it's just only soda, man. But yeah, it's
Okay,
it's been,
now,
I'm really glad that we got to meet and everything.
Yeah,
I'm glad we got to sit down and talk like this.
Mm-hmm.
Get a little bit more, get to know you a little bit better and stuff, and also, I mean, there's a lot of knowledge that you have
Yeah.
with a lot of, not just gossip knowledge. I'm talking about real music knowledge,
Right.
and so it's
Yeah, I learned a lot from hanging out in the studio
oh
when I was
yeah,
a kid. Oh man, I learned a lot.
that's
what to
really
do,
cool.
what not to do, what to say, what not to say.
Oh yeah, it is. I mean, I've been in. I've been in the hideaway.
36% still, I like it.
Yeah, I've been in the hideaway studio.
I ain't been
once,
there yet, damn it.
and that was really cool. But I didn't really. I mean, I got to sit down and just kind of watch. Normally, when I go in, if someone invites me to something like that, I'll sit and watch, and I won't say a word. I just do a lot.
The
of
last
watching.
time I was in the recording studio, it was with Jason Constantine at Desert Moon Productions. That's Danny Coker's the Count. That's his place.
Right.
And we redid a Judas Priest song and released it, and then my management and everybody at the time said, take it down. So I took it down. And it was getting a lot of hits. We redid the Green Man Elysium.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, management said, take it down. So I took it down.
Wow.
Man, a lot of times
Probably because you guys did it better than they did. Probably.
I don't know.
that or it was gonna make money. See, like
Yeah.
I think they take it as flattery up until the point when they see you're making more money than they did. It's like, wait a minute.
They're getting more hits than they did.
Yep.
Yeah, it's but I always find it really interesting to interview people and stuff. One of these days I'm just gonna do a sit down just with him.
What?
and put you under the microscope.
Man, that's definitely gonna have to be on cable or something like maybe not even cable, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be a good idea. I just think about writing my shit down myself, but it would be better if you did it.
Yeah, we can work something on that.
Oh,
But yeah, it's it's always good to have somebody that's, and you're not talking shit about anybody else, and it's not gossip, it's not anything like that, and that's nothing that's. I mean, you have a good story. I mean, it's always good to hear a story about people,
especially people that you love.
Oh yeah, people you grew up with, you followed,
I fanboyed out when I met Oz Fox, bro. I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I do that. There's very
few people, but I mean,
I did. I'm not lying.
I will see when I fan somebody.
That's his pick right there.
Yeah. When I fan somebody, I'll say hi, I'll shake their hand, and I leave them alone.
But I'm not. Well,
I should take pictures. I fanboyed over Vinnie Paul, and I'm like, and he was the nicest dude, but I never took a picture.
Man, I got like 8 pictures with that dude.
Oh yeah, I know.
And one of the highlights of my life is when he called me by name because I tried to get him to give me just like Oz Fox. He wouldn't give me an FU pick.
Oh yeah.
He liked to do that pointing thing. I don't know what it is. He did not like the FU pick. I'd like to find one of them if there's one on stage or something. But I don't either the way he did it. But I tried to do it to him like
cusses.
Oh yeah, he's a regular dude, but he won't give a finger.
First time I heard Oswald's cuss, he went up there and he was with I think he was up there with Greg's band, and they did Get the Fuck Out.
Mm-hmm. There we are, New Year's Eve.
Holy fragging hell, that's right. See, I remembered once you said something about New Year's Eve, and I was like, when you said it was this one, I was like, yeah, he's the dude. Actually, he's the one I was talking to the most, other than you.
Oh yeah,
that was it.
So William, I forget this guy's.
That's Anthony Stackhouse.
Oh okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a lot of fun that night.
Well, yeah, it was a lot of fun when I met him. The rest of it was
fun. It was fun.
Oh wait, the burrito was good.
Fun to a point. After that, it was like.
Now we come back. It was 15 minutes, dude. I'm like, how did this many cops even get here in this time?
I had a flat tire that night.
Oh fuck. Loaded all the equipment in, and then had to load it right back out.
Oh yeah, it was just.
But that's what I remember. That was the only good time I had that night after dropping everybody off and getting through with the fucking cops. Was meeting that dude. And sorry, but it was a kind of a stressful. I kept like, man, I know I fucking talked to him like for a little bit at least. That's caveman, sorry.
Oh yeah, Life and Times of Captain and the Caveman. We gotta write a book, dude.
Man, I want him to get in on it too because.
Oh yeah, well, we have to get everybody that we've had on the show.
No, I want him to help with a lot of it. He knows a lot of fucking really cool people.
A lot of good stories, But yeah, I mean, it's thank you so much for.
Yeah, no, thank you.
And we're not done. I mean, it sounds like he's kicking you off, and I was like,
no, we're not done. Show's not done for another 15 minutes. I've been up since 5:30 this morning.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think that's about the time I went to bed.
Yeah,
I was talking to him last night. What was it like 2:30 in the morning?
At least.
He goes, I got one more thing to do, and then I'm done.
Yeah, and I think
I like the way that you took my picture and recolored it and put it. That was really cool.
I appreciate it.
He's getting really good. He's getting really good at that shit.
I can't do that stuff.
I can't do it.
I can't do it.
That's why I used to have everybody do my show, my show posters and stuff.
And she always did. What up, Michael?
And she always did all that stuff.
And yes, Paul. Oh, we have a meeting Friday. You don't have no plans Friday night, right?
No.
Me, you, Paul, and what's your buddy's name again? Shit, I forgot to. Yeah, we have a meeting Friday night.
All right.
And Paul wants to write something with me. Dude, I'm telling you right now, wait till I come up with this song.
Oh, dang.
I watch him do it and take credit for it. Whatever. Do you know Paul? How long you been in Vegas? I mean, lived here from Cali.
Me?
Yeah.
I've been back in Vegas for going on almost 10 years.
And like you lived here prior to that for a while?
I lived here from 90 to 94.
And then you go back to Cali and then came back?
Well, I left Vegas in 94. I went to LA.
New York. You ended up...
No, then I went to London. Then I went to Germany.
Damn.
and then I landed in Seattle, and then went to New York, and then went back to Seattle, and from Seattle came back here.
Dang. So like we have bounced all over the place. I lived in Cali, I lived in Texas, Pennsylvania, lived in Ohio for a minute, all over Louisiana, South Louisiana, East Texas.
Sailed on a boat around the world. He's a real captain, assholes. It ain't just a DJ radio dick man.
Yeah, it's not just a name. I had a 1610 master's license.
Wow.
Sailed up in the Bering Sea for a little bit, up and down the West Coast, all over the Gulf of Mexico. The furthest south I've been was the Panama Canal on the Pacific side.
Did you ever get to the edge of the world?
No, and Sao Paulo, Brazil, on the Atlantic side. That's the first one. I haven't been.
Did you stop in Brazil?
Yes.
You love the ladies, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
I was just curious, man.
Ladies over there are just amazing.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the new Brad Prince album to come out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I actually recorded with Brad Prince back in the day. I was the original bass player on their song Prom Night. And then after that, me and Tommy did a few shows together, and that was about it. But we remain friends to this day.
Nice.
Yeah, they got a new record coming out. I can't wait. He's already sent me like 3 or 4 songs, for me to listen to, and they keep dropping singles, but they have something coming up with Pretty Boy Floyd, and I think they're just gonna drop their new album then.
Oh, nice.
Really, Pretty Boy Floyd. Damn, we just seen him last year.
A year and a half ago.
I always thought that they kind of got jobbed. I like some of their stuff, but
They're
at that point, though, with the makeup,
underrated.
everybody that was doing that was washing it down. So the ones that did, like Junkyard, there's a couple groups back then
Oh yeah.
that were right at the tail end of the makeup gland or whatever you want to call it, 80s hair metal shit
Yeah.
that I love. Don't get me wrong, but they all kept recycling the same shit. And so many good groups just got shuffled to the trash that were so far and above superior musically, lyrically, every single way. Much deeper music, different like bluesy twists, different shit like that. I love that F you all night party all day song bullshit. But you got to have something on there, like I said, that relates to me. Or I like lyrics. I used to be a singer. And,
Oh yeah. If the song doesn't touch you in some way, shape, or form, it's not worth listening.
and I'll listen to it if it's a good. Some songs will catch you.
I think anyway. I mean,
Hey, do you have any ballads on this one? I'm just curious.
No.
No.
No, it's all pretty
How old is the divorce and how fresh are the wounds?
The divorce was finalized about 4 months ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow, that's
Well, it took 2 years to go through it.
oh wow.
I took CC off the wall. I just realized that. Sorry, CC, but that's what his last CD was about. Remember?
Right.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
You guys that are like that have the experience and can have played with all these different people and done these different things.
My divorces were always done. Took like 3 months.
Yeah.
That was it. But then again, I can see why yours took so long.
I thought mine was done.
Yeah, property and all that other stuff. That's kind of.
Yeah, I just let her have it. I didn't want nothing to do with it.
Hey, that's sometimes it's
That's
a
pretty
better
much
thing
what
to
it is.
do.
Whatever. Just take it.
Yeah.
You go your way. I'll go my way. That's
TJ,
it.
that's dude's name, and he's one of them bio bastards. When he said from IDSFA, I'm like, that dude don't play in the band.
Oh, TJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
yeah,
one
yeah,
of the- He's one of the guys that runs around freaking out everybody.
Shaking the baby.
So do you know CC Storm or
No. I know of him, but
really?
Okay.
I bet
yeah,
CC
I got him as a
knows.
friend on Facebook.
Yeah,
He's a good dude.
he is a good dude. He's
Yeah, I'll put
he's
up
one of the best
trivia. Sometimes I put up movie trivia and stuff, and he usually gets
He's
everything
the one.
wrong.
Because everything
Plus for the best smart ass polite post too. Between him and Calvin
Oh,
and
yeah.
damn, who else? Oh, Dominic. You gotta give it over to Dominic. For the best polite music though. For the best rude, polite posts, like unlike mine where it says you Facebook and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
Theirs are like really nice sounding.
Oh, I did that this morning.
Did you? And
Yeah.
you didn't get messed with?
No, they tried to a little bit, and then all of a sudden my camera went off.
Oh, dude, they're
Turned off.
messing with all kind of people. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, no.
Conspiracy theory.
No, it wasn't. I don't think it was them. I think it was just my camera just shut off for some reason. I don't know. So I had it. So turned it on again and did it on, but went on another page instead of what I was on this morning. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in and stuff. We're gonna play some music here, and then Chris is gonna take over and do his thing. And
you
till
put in an
whenever.
hour early because you tired as hell.
I am.
I gotta
tired.
do these other 2 premieres anyway, so that's all right, man. Because I'm ready to fuck shit up. I'm
Yeah,
kind of in a good mood, man.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play "Burn the
Yes.
Sun" again, and we're gonna play "Freak Show," and then I'm gonna end the. I'm probably gonna go ahead and end the YouTube live now, and
Bye, assholes.
so we'll get on.
I'll miss you.
Appreciate you guys. Rock and roll. We'll see you guys next Monday morning, 6 a.m. for Revolution Radio 2 Mondays on C4OC Radio. And
Wait, Metal Big Mayhem.
Metal Bit Mayhem.
Soto Shop Custom Guitars.
Yeah.
Simple Amps.
Simple amps. Yeah.
And MBM Music.
BM Music.
Damn, I'm on.
There you go.
Got
High
you.
five on that one there. There you go. I'll give you a high
Hell
five on
yeah.
that.
I got that shit.
Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Take it easy. Peace on YouTube.
And there ain't nothing going wrong, so I can just run it like I did and just go to the cloud.
Yeah, but just when you
Because when you did last week, because it was doing that thing, remember where it worked sometimes it wouldn't, you were